My name's Kieran, I'm Scott's friend. I met Scott about 15 years ago, and we've just kind of been not super close friends, but kind of on-off friends for the last 15 years.
How old were you when you met Scott then?
Must have been about 16, 17 at the time. Yeah.
How do you feel about doing the climb and why? So why did you want to do it?
Scott contacted me to ask if I wanted to do it, because I'm kind of into all that stuff. So he thought I would want to do it. So when he first said about doing it, nervous for him, but I was excited because I knew we'd get quite a lot out of it.
Did you encounter any barriers and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, when we first started it, Scott he had an idea that he was going to try and walk most of it, but Billy had done this climb before, and he said that it was probably doable, but after a couple of minutes we realised that it was going to be a lot harder than we thought. So the terrain was really rough, and even when we got Scott in the chair, we realised that it was going to be really tough, and the fact that you couldn't see the top of the hill for the bottom really made it more difficult, because every corner we turned we were like, is this going to be it? Is that the top? Is that the top? But we made a plan that we're going to take shots each, lifting Scott, him walking, pushing, pulling, all these different types of things.
And how was that for you? Because I mean, it's enough climbing a mountain as it is, but to help carry Scott, that must carry like a lot of emotional, I suppose, barriers as well.
Definitely, can honestly say it's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, but I knew that it was just such a good thing for everybody, especially Scott, and doing that for him that kind of pushed you on to get to the top.
And when you finally did reach the top, like you said, you were like starting from the bottom, you couldn't see the top from the bottom, like when you finally reached it, what were some of the thoughts, but I suppose emotions going through your head at that time?
Well, the first emotion was just relief. Obviously we actually got there, because all the way up I was probably the only one that kept everybody saying we're going, we'll make it, but maybe the last hour or two I was thinking we're not going to make this and we're going to be failures, but we got there, and honestly couldn't describe the feeling. We got to the top, it was just amazing.
How do you push on from that? Because I think most athletes say, like, when you've got like a task like that, you won't stop unless your body does, because it's a mental barrier. So for you to like climb that and you're thinking, God, I don't know if I'm gonna actually make this, how do you kind of like push on from that? Is it just like one step at a time?
It had to be one step at a time. We just kept giving ourselves wee goals, so that the next rock up the hill will get there. And I don't know, I think having the team, all the guys there, that pushed you on as well. But definitely it was hard. I'm not going to lie, it was definitely hard.
What's a positive effect the climb had on you, and has it changed your outlook on life?
Definitely, I think coming down, we made like a WhatsApp group with all the guys, and coming down and everybody speaking in that, and just seeing how positive everybody was. And I obviously made the video and put it on YouTube, and ended up in like on Facebook and the media outlets and that, and everybody's contacted us saying that's amazing and asking if they could come and do it with us and stuff. So it was definitely a good thing, good for everybody. And I was talking to Scott about it, and he was telling us he's in another WhatsApp group with people that have got ataxia, and how they were saying he was like an inspiration and stuff, and it just makes it all worth it, really, just knowing that it is an inspiration for people, and it can maybe motivate people to get and do it themselves.
My name's Brian Totten, and I've been friends with Scott for probably about 16 years, I think. I met Scott when I started my first year as an electrician apprentice at Motherwell College. He was in my class then, and then it's just we've kept in touch since then. And, we're a bit in the same group, and we have done for the past 16 years. So.
My name's Scott Devine, and I met Scott through Brian Totten through work. For them, we just sort of built a close relationship, became pals, and just maintained a group of friends. It was a few years ago now.
So Ataxia's questions is, how did you feel about doing the climb and why?
So when we first mentioned the going up and trying to climb a Monroe, I think it was in the pub anyway after a few pints, and he kind of thought that it was probably never going to happen and never gave it too much attention, to be honest. But following that, when we did get mentioned again in the group chat and on WhatsApp, and arrangements started getting made, I had never climbed any Monroes before or done anything like that, so probably a wee bit apprehensive about it, didn't really know what to expect. There was a good few years going, so it was going to be probably a good laugh anyway, if nothing else, if we didn't get up. But I didn't have any idea really what to expect, to be honest. I know Scott was doing a lot of training. He was going to the gym quite a bit, and he had a personal trainer for months leading up to it, so he could tackle it as best as he possibly could. All the boys were up for it. It was really good. In the lead up to it, we were all sort of looking forward to it. But I probably a bit excited and a bit apprehensive as well, because I'd never really done anything like that before.
Did you encounter any barriers, and how did you overcome them?
Probably the biggest barrier was physically getting Scott up it. Obviously when he arrived with the wheelchair, when we first got there, we kind of thought there was going to be like a specific sort of trolley, like sort of thicker wheels, but he actually showed up in his normal wheelchair, so that was quite challenging. Some of the hills were steeper. I don't know what we were kind of expecting when we got there, but
The terrain
was tougher. Definitely got its obstacles, a few peaks and troughs in it. Some bad bits, really bad bits, and then other times it sort of levelled out it a wee bit. It was not too bad.
What were your first thoughts after completing the climb?
Probably glad in a sense that it was over, but it was a sense of achievement as well. We had looked at it before, and we had looked, and it was a sort of climbing time of an average maybe 2 hours or something. I think at the time we get up and down was about 7, 8 or 8 hours, something like that. So we hadn't really prepared for that. I think we had all sort of prepared for about 2 hours. Really hard going, really tired. Really glad and a sense of achievement getting down, and Scott was really pleased that he'd done it. That's something probably he would never get a chance to do, so I didn't think he would get a chance to do or see up there. So once we got to the top, everybody was really happy for the best part of half an hour before we realised that we had to come all the way back down, and it was another 4 hours down or whatever. So, but no, really good, a sense of achievement, and really happy that we all got up and back down on one piece.
I think the achievement outweighed the struggle.
Aye,
Did feel better at the bottom.
Definitely.
What positive effects has the climb had on you? Has it changed your outlook on life?
I've not really kind of encased from.
Well, I had never. It was something I would probably never ever do, is even think about going out and climbing a mountain. So definitely positive in the sense that for my own lifestyle, it's been good, and I think now that something I would never have probably even looked at doing, that I actually quite enjoyed it in a sense, as hard as it was, and seeing the achievement that Scott had as well, that made him happy, obviously getting up there and doing that was brilliant as well. So,
do you guys have any advice for those who have similar goals or are not motivated enough to achieve them?
Aye, be better prepared than we were. The achievement outweighed the pain, the climb. Coming down from the bottom, it was a really good feeling. I think it's really good for Scott as well. just to try and help raise a bit of awareness on it, because up to so I'd met Brian and Scott, I didn't actually know anything about it. Then I've only just found out about it in the recent few years, but it is, hope it does do a bit for them.